What's up, y'all? So today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the new track, Thankful, and give you a little bit of backstory behind the track. So the track was actually recorded 7 to 8 months ago. Um, this is like just at the very beginning before I even knew if it was a boy or a girl. And I remember writing the song and I was just putting down all the emotions because you know, you know, me and wifey had gone through some things, and it felt like everything was just tying together. It was like showing us the world, the universe, God showing us that, like, everything was about to be on the proper path. Like, little backstory behind that, we had actually lost a child already about 2 years ago, before we moved to San Diego. So that was kind of hard for us. It was like, a little bit devastating for us in the first place. So finding out that she was pregnant again and actually, staying, we thought of it like, yo, this is a miracle. So while I'm writing, I was like, yo, I was thinking about all the things that had happened in my life since I found out. And like I'll get into details about that as well, because there's a line where I say talking to these, I never could have imagined this, talking to these billion dollar, whatever. I'm saying something about I never could have imagined talking to these $1 billion record labels and shit. And that was a real thing. Like at that time, I was like actually having conversations with like two major labels that didn't work out for the fact that I didn't have the leverage to have the things that I wanted to have out of that deal. You know what I'm saying? But all that aside, we'll get into that a little bit more later. No names. I'm not mentioning any of the labels. Just because I still have relationships with those people. I don't want to burn my bridges and try and big myself up at the expense of losing those relationships. But there's a certain part of the song where I'm like, yo, what more can I say? You like the miracle, you came along and everything got different. This is spiritual. Said your brother and your sister saved my life and you changed it. So it's like, to me, that was like, yo, honestly, as soon as I heard about her, it's like lots of things started falling into place and amazing opportunities started popping up, and I was just like, damn, this shit is like a miracle. Crazy part about this is that a couple months later we're trying to figure out what to name her. I forget about this song, right? Like, it's been months since I wrote this song, and we're thinking, and we stick close to our cultural identity when it comes to like our spiritual practice. So we ended up picking a Yoruba name. We're like, yo, she's a miracle. What's a word? What's a Yoruba word for miracle? And we came up with Iyanu, and oh my God. So if you don't know anything about Orishas or anything like that, this isn't gonna make any sense to you, and I'm not gonna explain it. If you do, then you'll understand how crazy this is. But her name ended up being Iyanu Yamoja Born, right? I thought she was gonna be an October Libra baby, um, and what's it called? And she ended up being born in September 29th. So she's still Libra, but she's September Libra. Crazy story about that. Turns out that her rising sign in the chart is actually the same as what Yamoja would be in the horoscope. So it's like, and I remember sitting there and the name popping, the idea of the miracle name popping into my head, and the name Yamoja popping into my head, and just being like, yo, that's it. And man, if you understand the spiritual practices that I deal with and stuff like that, then you understand it's like crazy. Like somebody put that in my head, you know what I'm saying? And she really is a little miracle because it's like, you know what I mean? She was born so small. Her mom got really sick just before she was born. You know what I mean? Hypertension and stuff like that. They had to test her, make sure she wasn't going into failure and stuff like that. So it's just, you know, she's a miracle. She's a little miracle baby. But yeah, that's like a lot of the emotion and just the joy of that song comes from feeling like I'm finally on my way. I'm finally about to make this happen, and I get this brand new beautiful gift to share it with. And then, you know, my children, my first two kids, they saved my life because I was a wild child, right? I was, you know, I was stupid. So when they were born, it kind of slowed me down, made me think a little bit more, made me want to live. Because before that wasn't really a thing for me. You know what I mean? And she came along and changed everything. You know what I mean? Her energy changed everything. So that's you know, story one about Thankful. You know, I'll think about some more stuff that I can say about the track. I want y'all to go check it out, stream that shit. You know what I mean? Play it, save it to your playlist. Do everything, man. Just run that bitch up. You already know what it is, family money, everything. Let's get it, baby. Whoa!